Hi everyone, my name's Nicole and I'm here at Luther Park Bible Camp and I'm going to be showing you how to tie-dye a t-shirt. The main things that you're going to need is a white t-shirt. Make sure it's mostly cotton though, just so the dye and the color stays in your shirt a little bit longer. You are also going to need some gloves to make sure your hands don't get all stained and full of color. You will need some soda ash, but if you don't have soda ash, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you rinse your shirt very well, make sure it's super soaked, and so that makes sure the color will stay into it. Otherwise, the soda ash, you just soak it for about 10 minutes and that'll make the color really stay in. You will also need this tie-dye. You can get tie-dye at Walmart, you can get it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, whatever is available to you. You also need some rubber bands to make sure that your tie-dye has a cool design. We also will need a pretty big bag to set your tie-dye into. That'll sit for about 24 hours just to make sure that the color is really soaked in. And if you're doing this with a bunch of friends, you're going to need a permanent marker just so you can put your name on the collar and you'll know whose is whose. Alright, so here are some of the patterns that you could do for your tie-dye. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a spiral on your t-shirt, but you could do any of these patterns that are shown here. And if you need to look up any patterns online, you can also do that as well, and there's a link in the comments below. This is the soda ash. What the soda ash does is it holds the color in your shirt just a little bit longer, and what you do is you take about a cup of soda ash per 5-gallon bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle it in the water, and then you can take like a stick or a spoon or anything just to stir it up a little bit. You're going to stir up your soda ash so it doesn't get all clumpy. Alright, and then once it's stirred up, all you're going to do is you're going to take your t-shirt and you're going to fully put that all in the water. You want to make sure you push it down so it's fully soaked. And you're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes. Okay, so now that it's been about 10 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my shirt and I'm going to squeeze it out really well so that it doesn't drip anymore. So after you squeezed out your shirt, what you're going to do is you're going to lay your shirt totally flat out on a surface, or you could do this out in the grass as well. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start making your design. And so I'm going to be showing you a spiral today. And what you do is basically you want to find the middle of where you want your spiral to be. You could do it in the middle of your shirt. You could do it on the corner if you want. It's really up to you, but wherever you want the spiral to be, that's where the middle is where you're pinching it. So I'm going to do one right in the middle. I'm just going to pinch the shirt a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start twisting it. And you want to make sure you keep grabbing it from the middle so that you get all those spirals in there. And you're going to twist it until the whole shirt is into a spiral. Once you get to this point, what you can do is just kind of guide the rest of your shirt into the spiral. Then what you're going to need is some rubber bands. And I usually like to make mine into like a pizza. So I'm going to do a couple different rubber bands here. You're just going to lift up your shirt a little bit, slide it under, and just rubber band that on there. So I'm going to twist it a little bit and do one more this way. You can do it twice around too if you want. It'll be a little bit tighter then. I'm going to do one more. Right, so now we're going to go ahead and get started with our tie-dye. What you're going to do is you're going to pick the colors that you want, and you're going to follow the sections that you made on your t-shirt. So I'm going to start with this greenish blue color. And you want to make sure you really get the dye into the shirt. You shouldn't really see any white. Make sure it's soaked really well. And I'm going to go ahead and switch up the colors on each section. So now I'm going to take this green color. Really squeeze it into those cracks on your t-shirt. There'll still be some white left, even though it looks like there won't be. All right, so then once you're done with that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Try and follow those sections. All right, so then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna squeeze it out just a little bit, just so it's not dripping into the bag when you put it in the bag. You're gonna take your bag, open it up. You're just gonna place it in here and you're just gonna close it up and let it sit for about 24 hours. Okay, so once it's done and it's set for 24 hours, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it outside with a hose and you're just gonna rinse all of that dye out. And you wanna make sure that you're rinsing it until no other color is dripping from the water. Once that's done, you're gonna take out all your rubber bands and you're gonna throw it in the washing machine and you can wash it just regularly. Don't wash it with any other clothes though, make sure it's just a tie-dye t-shirt, otherwise it's gonna bleed into all your other clothes. And then after that, you can either air dry it or you can throw it in the dryer. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you take a picture of your tie-dye because we want to see it. Tag us on Facebook and Instagram and then send us a picture through our email.